Welcome to my YouTube channel, and please subscribe and click the notification button so that you don't miss updates. This is the current update. Listen carefully and subscribe for more information.
Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. We're in 2024, and we have new grants for the new year that I'm excited to talk about. New opportunities, new monies to be had for entrepreneurs, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. So come on in. Welcome to She Boss Talk. I'm Shantae Arati, your host, and I can't wait to talk about how you can get free money today. I'm going to focus and highlight 3 grants today. I'm going to be sharing some tips and some resources with you all so that you can apply for more grants this year and win more grants this year. If you're new here, welcome. Let us know who you are and where you're hailing from. I'm just getting everything set up. We're now introducing Instagram, so I'm trying to make sure that I get that working correctly. But again, I'm super excited for everything that is coming in the new year. Our theme this year is that we're soaring in 2024. In 2024, we soar. So if you plan on soaring in your life and your business, let us know in the comments. Put a 1 in the comments, because we want every one of you to succeed this year. Last year was an amazing year for us, but it was also a very challenging year, a testing year, and it all was for us to set us up for the next level of success, right? So we have to be stretched. We have to be prepared. We have to get in the right mindset. Sometimes we have to let some things go. We have to let some people go. We have to let some ways go. And then we have to add on some things. We have to develop ourselves, further develop our business, get some more patience and tenacity within us for us to be prepared for what is to come. So I always want you all to be in the state of readiness, so that we are ready and we're not waiting to get ready. We're not trying to get ready when the opportunities are already upon us. So I hope you all have taken everything that you've learned from us through our videos and our content and are applying them in your lives this year. If you're new to us and this is the first time you're hearing about us, you can always go back and watch our video content and apply it to yourselves. Make sure if you're not on our email list, get on our email list so that you stay updated with the latest and greatest, because we always bring you not only the latest news that is impacting small businesses, but all of the opportunities, all of the connections that you need that's going to connect you to that next opportunity that's going to take your business to the next level. And so there's not a lot of people doing this, and we definitely want more of us to do it, because knowledge sharing is so important. Me sharing knowledge from you is not going to hinder me from succeeding, for getting for what I'm here to get. It's my job to go after what God has for me, and it's up to you to go after what He has for you. What I can do is share the information, inform you, and educate you. But once I do that, my responsibility is over. Now it's in your hands, and now you have the control to do with it as you choose. Okay. And so I would encourage you to use all the information that you can for your best interest. Because there's a lot of opportunity out here that I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to be giving some updates on some programs as well. So let me first start out. Again, if you have not liked and subscribed, go ahead and do it now. Shout yourself out in the comments. Tag somebody you need that knows this video. Every day we get people that are talking about, how can I get access to more funding? How can I get grants for my business? I want to start a business. I just started my business and I'm trying to navigate this area. So let me just shout out some resources for you. We always provide resources in the description of our videos. The number one thing that we're doing this year, after taking in all of the requests, all of the comments and feedback that we're getting about businesses needing funding, is that we have created a Bankable Business Mastermind. It is a 4-week intensive program that is going to help business owners and entrepreneurs like yourselves get funded. It's an intensive. What does that mean? It's fast tracking your way to getting funding. And it's not just grants, it's all types of funding that you need in order to start, manage, and grow your business. And if that's you, you definitely want to sign up for our business mastermind. The first cohort class opens on February the 5th. This is the right time to invest in yourself. And if you need funding, this is the opportunity for you. And while we're talking about grants, students in the program have an opportunity to win a grant. Along with, they get a certificate for the program. So I will make sure it's in the description and drop it in the comments. You can go to bankablebusinessmastermind.com and look at all of the details, everything that you get. See if this is something for you, and go ahead and sign up. We have payment plans that are available as well. Also, I want to remind you of our grant list. So it's a new year. We have new grants. I'm only reviewing 3. And you're like, okay, many people struggle with, where do I find these grants? How are these people finding these grants? I want to apply, but I don't know where they are. I can't find them. Well, we do the heavy lifting for you. So we have a subscription program, $10 a month, and we do all the heavy lifting. We go find, source, or vet out the grants, and we curate a list for you. So we're right now in the process of updating them, because guess what? In December, there was all of these grants and they came to a close in December. Now there's new ones opening, and ones that will be that are open, that are closing in January. Remember, there's a continuous cycle. There's a cycle for grants. And so you just have to know what those cycles are when you are making your funding plan and your grant application plans. Because when you're approaching funding, or you're approaching applying for grants, you want to make sure you have a plan. And a list can really help you. So you're not going here, going there, going here, trying to figure out where the grants are. We do it for you. And we have hundreds of grants. That state grants, national grants, international grants, grants that come with mentorship programs, accelerated programs, and the like. You name it, it's on the list. So that's a great resource to be able to invest in. And then, of course, we have our digital product store. We ran a holiday special in November, trying to push it out to as many people so they can get ready for 2024. But if you weren't able to take advantage of that, you can always go to our digital product store. It's linked in the description as well. We have grant masterclasses, cheat sheets, step-by-step training videos. You name it, we have it to help you all know how to apply for grants and know how to get your business positioned to apply for and win more grants. Okay, so I believe those are the updates. Let me just check. And then I'm going to go through three grants, and I always take variation of grants so that you all know that there's many different types of grants that are out there and available. It's not just one category. It's not just for one type of business. It's not just for one demographic. So these are only 3 in thousands of grants that are available. So I just want you all to heighten your awareness to that. This is a new year, new businesses, people, organizations, foundations have new money to give. And a lot of them, when you talk about like the states and the counties and the cities, your localities, they are still divvying out money, COVID money. They're still divvying out COVID money. Okay, so you have COVID money, and then you have new money that is coming aboard to be able to provide these grant opportunities for small businesses. So I would challenge you all to take the first step of the year in January, and let's do a grant challenge. Challenge yourself to apply for at least 3 grants this month. I don't care what you applied for last year. If you didn't even apply at all, or if you gave up or you got stuck, we're going to start fresh and new in January and applying for new grants, and try to look at ones that's a really good fit for you, because there's all kinds. There's grants for women, grants for minorities, grants for vets, grants for the disabled. You name it, there's a grant for it, and we want to help you to be able to get it. So we're going to challenge ourselves. So put challenge in the comments if you're going to accept the challenge and apply for 3 grants this month. And I don't care what kind of business you have, there's a grant that you can apply for. And definitely if you're a woman in business, there is no shortage of grants that are available for us to apply for right now. That women, there is no shortage. So there's no reason if you're a woman, you have not and will not apply for a grant. It's time to apply, put your hat in the ring, and then have the mindset that you're going to get it. Apply for as many as you can. Okay, so I'm going to share the first one. So many of you all are familiar with the Hello Addis platform. They've been putting out grants since COVID, so 2020. And they've been doing it ever since. And they've given out millions and millions and millions of grants. But I came across this first grant. It's called the American Dream Act. And this awards and celebrates small businesses embodying the modern American dream. So it's open to who? All. Did I say some? No. All U.S., United States, for-profit businesses, and recipients get $1,000, a business accelerator, media exposure, and more. So for those that I need to remind, or those that are new, I want to break this down a little bit as I'm bringing it out. I'll bring it up on the screen in just a second. So when you're looking at a grant, you want to look at all that comes with it. This is what people fail to realize. Now, I don't know about you, but I can do a lot with $1,000. But there may be something that's like $1,000. What am I going to do with $1,000? If you don't know what to do with $1,000, you sure don't know what to do with 20. If you can't get $1,000 and be a good steward over 1,000, then the likelihood of you getting 20,000 is very low. Okay? And then if you're only looking at it for the money, that does you and your business a disservice, because what you don't understand is they're not just trying to give anybody money. They're trying to give the money to the right business that knows to do the right thing with the money that's going to make a bigger impact on their business, the people they serve, and their community. That's what they're looking for. So not only are they going to give you the money, they're saying, okay, we want you to be successful. We know that just giving you the money isn't it, because a lot of people don't know how to manage their finances. We want to help you manage that money and manage your business. We want to give you access to experts, connection, strategies, tips, expertise that you need to help you grow your business. Why? Because the majority of businesses fail before at year 1. And many don't even make it past 5 years. They want you to make it to year 5, 10, 15, 20, and beyond. In addition to that, what people miss is the value in media exposure. This grant is going to give you media exposure. You don't understand a lot of times is that the value is in the media exposure, them promoting you. So when they ask you for your information on your business and they ask you for your headshot, they're asking you because they want to promote you as a part of their program. So you need to understand what company or organization you're connected to when you're applying for this grant. So you need to be intentional and strategic. Who are they partnering with? That matters, because that's who you're going to be connected with. That's how many more eyes are on your business if you're a winner. But you may just be looking at the $1,000, but in reality, this package is worth well over $100,000. And it says you get more. And most of the times it comes with a network, especially if this is a recurring grant, a network of people. And what do I say? Your network is your net worth. And if we learn to understand the value of relationships and connections and a network provides exclusivity to the people that are in the network. So what? Opportunities, who's getting them? The people in the network. You apply for a grant, that you became part of a network of people. Guess who they're giving the opportunities to? They're not seeking out giving opportunities to the people outside of it. They're giving the opportunities to you. You became an awardee, and now you're a part of their network. They're going to send you the opportunities. That's what's happened. This is from experience. They have things coming up, events coming up, and they need people with products and services like yours. Who are they going to first? They're going to reach into the network of businesses that that are part of the program to offer these opportunities to. So I just want to give you, again, go over and make sure that you have that understanding so you understand the value. So it goes back to, too, a lot of people that say, oh, it's not really worth it for me to apply for this grant. There's so many other people applying for the grant. Why do you care how many other people? All you should be focusing on is you and putting your best foot forward and presenting them with the best of you authentically. Okay? So this is the Hello Alice platform. I'm on the grant page, so you can go to the grant page, and when you log into your account, you'll create an account, and it will show you all the grants that are you can apply for. And so if you have applied for grants through this platform like I have before, it will have your information pre-populated, and then all you have to do is fill out any additional information that comes specific to a particular grant that is on the list. But the one that we're focusing on today is, like I said, the American Dream Awards. And that is a $100 grant that comes with all that other stuff that I just clarified for you all. So that's huge. If you're one of the ones that can get this is a $1,000 grant. Okay. So always what you want to do is review the grant, say, see, is this a grant that I am eligible for? Do I meet the eligibility requirements? And what is the eligibility? And you can read more, U.S. business. So you automatically know if you're not in the U.S., this is not one for you. Okay. You already know if you have a nonprofit business, this grant is not for you because it specifically says for-profit businesses. So you know this is not the one for you. So you're going to go find one that is for you. But those that are U.S. that do have for-profit businesses, which is a lot of us, then this is a grant that you can go ahead and apply for. And I would encourage you to do that. The deadline for this particular grant is April 30th. So you still have, this is April. Oh, so this is coming back around again. So you want to make sure that you apply for it. So it's coming around again in April. So you want to get prepared now so that when it opens, that you can apply for it. And the deadline date will be in April again. Again, this is a reminder that these are on cycles. So if we just closed out a year and the next year is April, the 2024, you want to make sure that you're meeting that deadline. So that's the American Dream Grant of $1,000. You want to get prepared for it because, again, the deadline will be in 2024. Okay, in April. The next one is the BMO Fellowship with the Watson Institute. Now, the Watson Institute has had several grants. So, again, you want to look at what is the organization or company that is leading the grant. They may have other programs and opportunities available for you than just the one you're looking at. Because they've had several grants that they have presented. This is another one, okay? So let me pull this one up. This is from the, again, Watson Institute. Let me make sure I'm pulling up the right one. Hold on, I have to go through all of these. Let me see if I can pull it up. I may not be able to pull it if I can't find it. I have so many things up here. Let me just read it off to you really quickly. So this is the BMO Fellowship for Watson Institute. This fellowship is a fellowship. So it's a fully funded 16-week intensive virtual fellowship designed for sustainability entrepreneurs who are driving solutions to their communities. So most significant environment and sustainable challenges, While BMO is located across North America, this particular fellowship is focused on the Midwest region. So take note if you are considered in the Midwest. And it says that preference will be given to applicants in Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and Minnesota. Now, this is a $10,000 grant that is open, accepting applications through January 31st of 2024. Okay? So let me give you an example. I live in Ohio. I am in the Midwest. It said preference is given to applicants in Wisconsin. So some people may look at this, oh, they're giving preference to Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, then why would I apply? That doesn't mean because they're giving preference to these states that you will not be able to win the particular grant. So I would say do not count yourself out, because a lot of times we count ourselves out instead of counting ourselves in. You want to count yourself in. They said Midwest. I'm in the Midwest. So what am I going to do? I'm going to apply. Now, when you look at the program, make sure that you have the time, the capacity, and the energy to participate in the program that you're trying to apply for. Because what I can tell you is sometimes people apply for programs that they're not ready for. They don't have time to set aside, or they don't make the time, and they don't complete the programs. They want people that's going to complete the program. Okay? So make sure that when it says it's a fellowship, it's 16-week intensive. Intensives are just that. They squeeze a lot of information for you in a short period of time, so they can fast track your way to achieving your goals. And many people thrive like that, right? So why take 5 years when you can learn what you need to in 16 weeks and be up and running, right? So that's the purpose when you see things like accelerated programs and incubator programs, and anywhere you hear the word intensive, that's what it is. It's going to fast track your way to success on whatever that program is meant to do. So that is the BMO Fellowship Program for the Watson Institute. You can find the link to all of these grants that I'm mentioning today in the description. So even if I don't share them on the screen, you can see them, click on the link, and it would take you to the specific page. But I gave you all of the details for the grant. This is a $10,000 grant. So just ask yourself, and we do this a lot just to see where people are at, because you never know who is watching, why we're asking, and who has money ready to give to you. So you have to think about it and write it down. Right now, you get $10,000 in your bank account. What are you going to do with it? Let me know in the comments. Because if you're like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. While you're doing that, someone like me already knows. I already have my plan together. And it's simple for me to get through an application, because I don't have to go through an exhaustive effort to figure out what my plan is for my business. And the expectation is that you were planning for what you were going to do for your business and your financial needs for your business in 2023. So know that when you're applying for grants, it is a competitive landscape. I'm not going to lie to you. These grants are competitive, meaning that you are going up against other people that are submitting applications just like you. So you have to be very intentional and very strategic, and you have to put the best of you forward. And I say that because for a lot of people, they feel afraid, shy, too nervous, or fearful to put themselves out there. So if you're afraid to put yourself out there, why should someone give you money and you're too afraid to tell them why they should give it to you? And you won't take the time to put a plan together for the funding that you need. So you have to know what your business needs. It's not for the grantor to figure it out for you. And I've said before, and when I did the video, if you missed it, 10 things you need to do in 2024 to make more money and to build wealth. If you haven't watched that video, click on the video tab. It's a feature video. Because they want you to already know that these are the companies, these are the businesses that they're giving money to, and you want your business to be one of those businesses that they're giving it money to. But unfortunately, again, there's still so many businesses that are unprepared, they're not ready. That's why we are here to help get you ready. But it doesn't exempt you from the process, and it does not exempt you from work. I'm not on here one of those people to giving you a magic pill, a magic potent. It takes real work. But once you do the work, you're going to see, once you do the hard work, it's better you do it upfront than on the back end, because it's going to be harder and it's going to cost you more on the back end. It's more costly. So if you put in the work, then it's going to work for you. All that hard work I put in before COVID on my first business. And by the way, I'm celebrating my anniversary, 10 years of being a small business owner, full time, 10 years. And as many challenges I made it when a lot of businesses didn't. 10 years and 4 years anniversary for She Boss Talk. That is amazing. I celebrate myself. It wasn't easy. But I realized when I put in all of that work to get prepared for my first business, when COVID hit, I was ready. When a lot of other businesses were not. They were struggling. They couldn't get any. They was missing out because their businesses just were not ready. They were not positioned. They were not well documented. Some were not legal. Some were legal and never acted upon. So it's not considered a real business if you're not running your business, if you're not making money in your business. So these are very real things. Now we're like 4 years out from the start of COVID. The expectation is that people are making money in their business. And if you not making money, that you have shifted. We shift a lot in our business. And we did really well through COVID. And then things changed. And then we constantly pivot. We don't wait for somebody else to tell us to pivot. We pivot. You have to understand what your customers' needs are, what the environment is, where the world is going, where the trends are going. You have to stay up to date on a lot of things as a business owner. If you want to stay in business and you want to continue to make money, it's not a one and done. I figured this thing out one time. Things shift so quickly, and you have to be willing to shift and move. If you want to sustain success in your business. And part of that is getting grants. So it's not looking at it, okay, this grant is going to save my business. Please don't look at it like that. This is going to enhance, this is going to complement. But too many times people email me. I'm trying to start a business. I need, and I'm telling you, I want $1 million. I need $1 million grant. And they're starting too big. And how I know is because the information that they give me. Like, you can literally start a food truck business with $10,000, maybe $15,000, but you're saying you need a grant for $100,000. So, but if you don't get that grant, then what you're doing, you're not doing anything. Instead of saying, okay, what small thing can I do to move this ball forward, move this business forward? Do you need 5 trucks when you start? No, you don't. Because you got to make sure, can you succeed and make 6 and 7 figures with the 1 truck before you're trying to get to 5 trucks? So again, it's not overstepping or going over steps or skipping steps. In the process, you do have to be realistic. We can have some big goals, but realistically, most times you don't need a whole lot to start a business, depending on the business. Most people need between $10,000 and $15,000. And even in ongoing in their business, they need about 10 or 15,000, not hundreds of thousands. Okay. So, but even if there are grants where you can get 100,000, even millions of dollars, but guess who those grants are going to? Ones with well-established businesses, or at minimum, a well-established business plan a pitch deck and a pitch deck, and being on the circuit to pitch to panels of people and be judged in a competition or a challenge. So it's possible, but again, it requires work on your end to be able to get it. And they want to see that, okay, you don't get a grant, your business plan should have a funding plan. And if they say, okay, what is your business to fund? How are you going to make money in their business? Your answer can't be getting your grant. You're going to be eliminated, because you have to be able to explain to them, how are you going to make this business work? How is us giving you this money going to be helpful for your business? And how is it going to make a greater impact? Okay, so again, I'm saying this because I've heard from so many people that I'm putting this is the answer to all of the questions that I get. And while some of you are maybe stuck, it's your mindset and how you're approaching the grant application process. It is not to be a crutch for your business. You have to come up with a plan and execute that plan on making money in your business. And I've already said, one of the tips I gave was that in 2024, you're going to have to diversify your revenue streams. There can't just be one way you're making money, one service you're providing, one product that you're selling. Because businesses go up and down. They have ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're up here, you're doing really, really good. Sometimes it's down here. Things are seasonal. So you have to understand your business and then have revenue streams. So one falls off, that you're not like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm not bringing in any money. And something over here is picking up while this one is down. Or you have 2 or 3 things going on up here. So that's important. These are things, again, that grantors, me being one of them, right? Because we give out grants. We've given out hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants since we started giving out grants in 2020. And this is my money. I take my revenue and give out grants. But you have to be ready. And I can't tell you how many people even applied for our grants and were not ready. They didn't follow instructions. They didn't read through and follow directions. That's, again, one of the #1 reasons why people aren't awarded. It's simply because they didn't follow instructions. They didn't follow through, and they didn't follow up on items that they were asked for and give them correctly. You can't assume if you make a mistake and they ask you for your bank account number and you gave them the wrong number, or you gave them the routing number when you should have gave them the accounting number, a lot of times they won't come back and give you a second chance. Now, one of our peers, she did get a second chance last year, but she almost missed out on $10,000 on a banking issue. So again, you thinking it's this huge, big thing. Like I talked to a lady the other day, and she was like, I don't know what it is. She was like, I got to second place. So she became a finalist on a grant, and that's great. That's a win. But she didn't get wasn't the ultimate winner or awardee of the grant. And she was like, I think they just don't like our industry, or maybe our industry is the one that they choose. Don't think of it like that. Understand that some of these grants, depending on the ones you're applying for, there's literally thousands. And it's a hard process behind the scenes to go through the process of elimination when you have so many great applicants, but you only have so much money that you can award. So don't make it a reflection on yourself, but what I always do, and I would encourage you to do, is evaluate, what did you submit? What could you have done better? That video you submitted, could you have done it better? Could you have been more energetic? Could you have expound on a particular area that you were talking on? So when you wrote your answers to your questions, were you very vague, or did you expound? Right? Did you follow instruction? So those are things that you can make tweaks to the process that are again going to get closer and closer to you being awarded a grant. Okay, so let me go to the third grant. This is the third grant. Hopefully I can find it on this list. This is a good one, okay? Because I know a lot of people that are in the food business. Okay, so if this is you, or you know someone with a restaurant, and everybody does, you have your favorite restaurant, favorite food truck you go to. We have in Cleveland Food Truck Fridays downtown on East 9th. The food truck is there, and we around Cleveland go there to support the food trucks, right? And they be so good. So everybody knows a restaurant. Everybody has their favorite restaurant business that they patronize. I would highly encourage you to tag them in this video or share this video with them. So this is Feed Soul Foundation. What did I say? This is a what? Foundation. Foundations are set up for the specific purpose to do what? Give money. So really, if you want to tap into more money, find out where all the foundations are and what they cater to, meaning what types of grants they did give out for what types of programs and initiatives and causes. And those are ones you want to target. So this is a foundation that is set up to give money, and they're giving grants. So this is for restaurant business development, and applications are open through the 31st. And it says, subscribe to our newsletter to be notified when applicants open for the next cohort. Why is that important? So what if you apply now, or you're not ready, you're trying to get ready, you're learning the things, you're getting set up, you missed the first cohort. There's nothing to be discouraged about. What did they say? Subscribe to their newsletter so you can be notified of the next cohort. 99% of these grants have a recurring cycle. They're either ongoing, meaning they rolling, ongoing. They're always accepting applications, and they pick when they pick. Some are monthly, some are semi-monthly, some are quarterly, some are annually. So you just have to understand what cycle they're on and prepare based on their cycle. So, but again, this is for restaurant and restaurant businesses. So again, reading is so important. So I wouldn't, maybe say for instance, you're a baker, you're a food truck. I wouldn't just get stuck with the title. You want to read, you want to scroll down and read further about what is going on here. What is this program about, and who's actually eligible for this? So they said, we're devoted to dismantling long history of food injustice. There's injustice everywhere. They see that there's a food injustice, and they want to help in providing resources. They want to provide training services and bridging communities together. Feed the Soul Foundation has established a fund valued at $15,000 used for any culinary development support for your business. So it says it ensures that the business is financially sustainable, operational, and advancing towards the next culinary endeavors. Cohorts will receive what? 6 months of intentional consultations followed up with educational training services, a financial stipend based on the demands of your business, continuous training and services extended to support you with procedures that help you process and maintain your business. And it says you can learn more by scrolling down below, and it has an application button for you to apply for the next cohort. And it's telling you right here, that's why you want to make sure you scroll from top to bottom and read 2 or 3 times. And it's telling you what it all includes: menu consultation, beverage program, business expansion, operations. A restaurant industry is one of the toughest industries. They have the highest failure rate. So if you're in the food industry, this is definitely for you. Brand development, customer service, merchandising, human resources, inventory and theft, ads and marketing. I mean, they're touching on every aspect of the food business. You get to meet the consultants, read on who is involved. If they're telling you, okay, here are the consultants, here's the grant committee, whatever, get to know these people and also connect with them. Most of the time they're on LinkedIn. Find out where they are and make a connection. Again, the value goes far beyond just getting the money, even if you don't win it. You can see other press releases, other cohorts, monies that they've given out. Again, you want to learn about other programs they have. So what am I going to do? I'm reading through that. And before I go into my application, I'm going to check if I'm eligible. Okay, now I'm going to check them out and learn even more about them, what else they may have going on. They got a 2024 conference. Who's to say that you might not be able to be a speaker or a vendor, supply the food for their event? Again, the opportunities are endless. So I'm just trying to open your eyes into what you can take away, what opportunities can come by delving a little deeper into the organizations that are overseeing these programs. Because you want to make sure too that they align with your value. So again, this is for food trucks and other individuals in the food industry. So it's not just you having a restaurant. So maybe you have a tea shop, coffee shop, donut shop, right? So for more details, you could click on that apply button and go apply, okay? So you have to the 31st, and then if you want to apply for the next cohort, then you can apply for the one after that, okay? So those are the 3 grants that I reviewed to you. I'm just going to review again. The American Dream Grant, that's a $1,000 grant open to all U.S. for-profit businesses. The BMO Fellowship open to businesses in the Midwest, entrepreneurs, right, and businesses in the Midwest that are focused on environmental and sustainability challenges. Restaurant Business Development Program that I just reviewed is valued at $10,000. And again, these are opportunities for you to apply for these grants. Now, as always, the most overlooked grant opportunities are in your state. Now, what we did is we started adding these state grants. Now, some states are better than others, but what I can tell you is there's different places that you can find grants in your state. So we curate a list on our grant list of state grants, okay, that we find, that we come across. We can't come across them all. It's really your responsibility to search in your area, but we do give you guidance on where to look. Your county government, city government, state government, they all have programs. But if you don't look into them, and most of them, like here, our local county and our state, they have an entrepreneurship or business center or arm, development arm, where anything they have, any programs that they have, any funding programs that they have, any credit, like tax credits and things like that, they have websites dedicated that. So you can possibly be missing out on not just grants, but special tax credits because you are not hooked in to your local government. And they're not doing advertising and broadcasting. You literally have to pick up the phone, call them or email them or go to their website and start browsing like I just did with this grant here. And you'll be amazed at what you find, these different programs. They giving away, these states are giving away a lot of money in the form of tax credits. If you don't know about tax credits, learn more about tax credits. Can save you a lot of money. Depending on the type of tax credit, can put more money back in your pocket. These are things that business owners have access to that other people don't have access to. That's why it pays to be a business owner. But if you're not taking advantage of those tax benefits, and I'm saying this because it's tax season, we're getting ready for tax season. That's when, we need to be talking to our bookkeepers and our CPAs and our accountants throughout the year, like I do, and to get prepared. So I was talking to my accountant, and so I am going to amend my 2022 taxes to gain some credits. So legitimate credits, not made up. These are legitimate credits. So again, make sure you're working with the right professionals that are going to educate you, keep you in the loop of what is going on that are going to best serve you and benefit your business. Okay, so these opportunities are available in your local areas, your chambers, your business centers. They hold competitions all the time. So, but if you don't get connected and involved, you probably would never know about it. Right? So that's why one of the tips is to make your network your net worth. We got to start connecting with more people. It can make all the difference. It can change your life and your business by one connection. So when people took my advice and went to their county, they found money that they had never known about. They would not have known had they not watched my video. And I told them verbatim what to do and what to say. And I told them to take my cheat sheet. And they took my cheat sheet, and if it were not for that, they would not have been prepared. But because they had my cheat sheet, when the people at the county said, okay, we have a program, we have money available, we need you to do this, and we need you to do it by this date, they were able to get it done. That $47 turned into $20,000 for somebody, turned into $100,000 for somebody else. So the grant opportunities are out here. We will continue to bring them to you. We even spotlight on a regular basis on our Facebook page. We share them there. We share with our email list, and those that are subscribed to our grant list get monthly emails with highlights and tips and reminders on deadlines and things like that, because every month brings the deadline on grants. Okay, so we just need to get ready and get out there. And let me say this too about visibility, because I can't say this enough, because it hasn't gotten through people's heads. We have to make this year a year of being visible. Not I'm promoting too much, I'm advertising too much, people get tired of my information, or they're not liking, they're not commenting. You should be getting visible and to the right people. So you should ask yourself, who do I need to see what I'm doing? Who do I need to get in front of? And get in front of those people. Is it a corporate somebody? Is it a government entity? A government somebody because you're pursuing government contracts? Is it women? Is it single moms? Is it moms in school? Are there kids? So if it's kids, where are kids? Where are they hanging out at? You need to go be where the kids are at. So if you're catering to kids, maybe your platform is Snapchat. You know, kids, young people are really into YouTube. So you have to find out where your audience is and go and show up on a regular basis. This is true too if you want money. If you want people to give you money, you have to get visible and share your business in a way that resonates. So you have to have a message that resonates with the somebody. Who is that somebody? And so I know all of us are guilty of not doing it enough. And I do it a lot, but I just got off of a meeting with my team. I said, we are pumping out videos like we've never done this year. Because why? Because I already know it gives us the best results. I tell everybody that. But what do people want to tell me? I'm too scared. Well, then again, you are making excuses. You're not holding yourself accountable. That means you don't really want it. So if you let fear stop you from getting on a video that will get you a $50,000 grant, you just said bye-bye to $50,000. You just said, I don't need $500. I don't need $50,000 for my business, or I don't need $5,000 for my business. You said fear is my priority. Instead of, I'm going to be scared and I'm going to do the 60-second video and I'm going to submit it. I've seen people's videos, they weren't perfect. They don't even want perfect. They want you. They want an authentic you. They even tell you, I don't need you to overproduce a video. Turn on your phone and answer these questions about your business. Tell us about your business in 60 seconds or 2 minutes. But if you let fear stop you from doing anything, you've given that fear authority. You're saying that you value fear over everything else. That fear is more important than where you want your business to go. than what your vision is, than the dreams that you have for your life and for your business. And we don't do that over here. Okay, so the goal is to get you to get more money for your business. And so you have to just do it scared. You just have to do it. I'm telling you how to get money. I've gotten grants, I've gotten all type of funding, and we give it. So I've seen so many applications. I've seen the process so many times, and these are the things that you should pay. I'm giving you this information for free. Take it in and go share it with someone else. It's the simplest things that a lot of times we overlook that hinders us in our process. So really quickly, I'm going to give an update on the employee retention tax credit. This is for anyone that has a business, had a business in 2020 and 2021 with W-2 employees. There is the payroll tax credit. It's called the ERC, the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Now, the update is that the IRS had paused processing new applications at the end of 2023, I think around October. Why did they do this? To get more streamlined and cut down on fraud. Because the program is so great and so lucrative, they've gotten scammers, right? So they shut it down. So to process, clear the backlog, implement more processes to cut down on the fraud and eliminate the fraud. They even sent out 20,000 letters to people denying their claims, because there's fraudulent people out here. And it's not just the servicers, it's some business owners. Okay, we don't do that. Okay, so, but they have opened now. So, but the deadline to claim your 2020 tax credit is April 15th of this year, 2024. After April 15th, you will no longer be able to claim your tax credit. So if you are a retail business, for sure, any retail business in the retail space, if you have a brick and mortar, most likely you have employees. And if you have not claimed this credit, you need to reach out to us. The information is in the description. And you can email us at ercsupport@shebosstalk.com. Don't miss out on this credit. This is up to $26,000 per employee. It's huge. It can make all the difference for the business. And it's uncapped on the amount, and it's unrestricted. There's no restriction on what you can use it for in your business, like EIDL and PPP. They have restrictions. This does not. But deadlines are deadlines. They're not extending it any further. You got to April 15th to claim your credit. So we can help you through the process of seeing if you are eligible, and if you're eligible, for how much you're eligible for, and get it filed with the IRS so that then they can then issue you your check and you can use it in your business. That's another way to get money. And there's still millions of businesses that haven't taken advantage of it because they're scam. You know, they're leery. They're like, is this a scam? You know, they get things in the mails, they get phone calls. This is a very real program. But you want to make sure you're working with the experts. I mean, we've helped businesses over 150, and we have like 15 million in claims in the pipeline. These people already have their money, meaning that the IRS gave them their checks. That was very helpful when they needed it. Okay, so this is the employee retention tax credit that the IRS is now resuming processing. So get your claims in. You have until April 15th of 2025 to claim your 2021 credit. Don't wait. Get in your applications. See if you're eligible. You, the owner, are excluded from the employee count. Like, I'm an employee of my business, I am excluded. So if you're a sole employer and you're the only employee of your business, this is not for you. I would say you need to have at least 2 employees. And W-2, not 1099s. This is not the credit for you. There are other credits for you. This is for those with W-2 employees that you pay payroll taxes for. This is some money you're entitled to. And then you're going to get interest because of how long you had to wait for them to process it. That's even more money. Okay? So, but a lot of times your bookkeeper, your accountant don't even know about it. They haven't kept up with the updates, or they may not even have the time to process it or tell you about it. And definitely a lot of them don't even deal in payroll, so they don't even know. It's a complicated, complex tax credit, and you need professionals that know what they're doing. Okay? So that is available. Again, you can email us at ercsupport@shebosstalk.com for assistance with those applications. You can find our other resources in the notes. So before I close out, I see you all out here. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad that this is helpful for you all. Because you can do anything you want to do, anything you put your mind to. Happy New Year. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the congrats on our anniversary, 10 years, She Boss Talk, 4 years. What is the information for the grant boot camp? So I'm not sure what the question is. I mentioned our mastermind, but all the information you need is here in the description, and we will drop it also in the comments. So you should be able to find it. But if not, just send me an email at hello@shebosstalk.com, and I'm sure I could get it for you. Okay. Oh, someone is saying that they want to redo their bathroom so it's accessible for disabled people. You know, that's a really big thing, right? So you have a business or establishment that is not accessible to disabled. You need money to be able to do it, to outfit your space so that you can be more accommodating. And that really adds to your value. Because definitely you're losing business if disabled people can't get to you. I was watching actually a millionaire the other day who has a restaurant, a pizza restaurant that's doing amazing. They sell out 3 months in advance. That's crazy. But he walked like through kind of his small house type restaurant, and they were asking him about things he would have changed, and he was talking about the different things that he would have changed with the building, and that he didn't know until he got working in it, and then also the difficulty with like the steps and things like that. So those are things that business owners assess, and then think about, okay, how can I improve? What money do I need to improve this so it adds to my bottom line, right? Because if you have anything that deters people from coming to your establishment, that means what? You're losing customers and you're losing money, because it makes it difficult to get to them. That's a very real thing. Like, I have osteoarthritis in my knees. I'm always looking for what process do I need to go through to get to a place. Even if I'm going to a restaurant, do they have a lot of steps? Do I have to walk miles to get there? Where do I need to be dropped off at, right? Those are real things that people look at. So that's I'm thankful for that comment, because that gives you ideas when you're thinking about how you're going to grow and expand or tweak your business to accommodate your customers, and how much financially do you need to do it, and then how much is that going to reap you? What return are you going to get in that investment? So how many more customers can you gain? Someone is asking about the tax credit information. So I did share that. So if you missed it, you can rewind. This is always available for you to rewind and go back to. Okay. Someone is saying they need the grant list. It's available. Any help you need is available. Okay. So that's it for today. It's a new year, new grants, new money, free money that you don't have to pay back. You don't have to give up ownership in, but you do have to do the work. You do have to be visible. You do have to tell people what makes you unique. You do have to tell people why they should give you money. You do have to show up as a CEO and the boss of your business. And you do have to realize that there's competition. And think about, how are you going to beat out the competition? There's no competition. I'm in. You have to speak those things to yourself. That's what I do. I'm in. I'm deserving. And if I don't get something, like, there was no reason I shouldn't get